Hajime No Ippo, probably one of the few anime that I can truly call a masterpiece. Written and illustrated by George Morikawa, Hajime No Ippo follows the amazing journey of Ippo Makunouchi, a super shy and bullied high school kid who later on transforms into a fierce professional boxer, a true legend. I just recently rewatched it, and let me tell you, I went on a binge spree for that whole week. It's an anime that just reels you in from the first episode, making you just want to keep watching it till the end. And when it does end, you just want more of the story. I've stated this in a few videos, but classic 2000s anime are the best. Nothing compares to how anime was written back then. True original stories that keep you locked in. None of this copy and paste stuff that we have nowadays. Now, this anime isn't just another intense boxing anime where each episode is just fighting. No, this anime is a story about growth as we watch Ippo evolve himself from a shut-in boy to a determined boxer who strives to grow each fight and to never give up, constantly pushing himself to failure each time. A true underdog story. Now, before I continue, 89% of you guys are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button and let me know when you do in the comments, because I'll be giving away an anime figure to one of you guys who subscribes each month. Moving on, we start off by learning a little bit about Ippo's life. At school, he's nothing but a target for bullies. And at home, he's a hard worker helping out his mother in any way he can for her boat business. Here, we start to see the potential that Ippo has as he's easily moving heavy equipment like it's nothing, almost as he was born with crazy strength. However, Ippo's true journey begins when he gets saved from bullies by Takumura, a pro boxer with a full of himself personality. And after witnessing Takumura's strength, Ippo becomes interested in boxing and asks him to train him. And this is where you as a viewer truly gets hooked into Ippo's life. It all starts when Takumura gives Ippo a challenge to catch falling leaves with his fists, something that is truly impossible for someone who knows nothing about boxing or fighting in general. At first, Ippo just fails over and over again, but he doesn't give up. And here's where he sees Ippo's determination. After practicing over and over again, Ippo managed to do it by copying exactly what Takumura did. This is the moment where his potential starts to shine, and we as viewers get reeled in to watch this kid's story. Now, Ippo doesn't become a great boxer overnight. You constantly see him giving it his all, getting knocked down, but always getting right back up to keep going. Ippo's a character who's set on self-improvement, disciplining himself, pushing himself to the limits, and learning what it means to truly be a boxer. For him, it's not just about fighting to beat someone up, which is what makes his progress so satisfying to watch. Now, let's talk about who was by his side the whole time helping him grow, because Ippo didn't do this alone. Hajime no Ippo is packed with characters who play a big part in Ippo's growth. First, as I mentioned before, you've got Takumura, who serves as Ippo's inspiration and his mentor. He's the man that Ippo looks up to and the man he wants to become, a pro boxer who doesn't let anyone get in his way, unless it's a woman. Takumura was the first person who saw potential in Ippo. He's the man who brought him into the boxing world. Then there's Aoki and Kimura, two other boxers who also play a big help in Ippo's journey. Now, though they're not as strong as Takumura, they both help Ippo in their own ways, whether that be training him or just cheering him on from the sidelines. Both serve as Ippo's support system, and they also gave him that comedic relief to keep him motivated. And not only did they motivate Ippo, but seeing Ippo get stronger also inspired them to work harder. And lastly, we got the chief, Ippo's main trainer, and the owner of the gym he goes to. From the start, he saw Ippo's potential and put all of his faith in him, literally. A tough but caring coach who provided the skills and life lessons that Ippo needed for his journey, pushing him to his limits to mold him into the great boxer he became. The chief is definitely and probably the most important person that is part of his support group. But all of these characters are the key reason of how Ippo became the person that he is at the end of the show. And honestly, without them, the story would be completely different, as it would probably just be like another boxing anime like I said before, an anime that's just all about fighting. Now, Hajime no Ippo is more than just another sports anime. It's an anime about finding your passion, doing the impossible, facing your fears to realize your own potential. It teaches us that even with zero knowledge, you can rise to the top with hard work and determination. A true message that everyone should know. Each fight is not just about who is stronger or who has more skill. It's about who has more heart, more passion, who worked harder to get to where they are. You can feel the emotion and weight behind every match, and even in each punch thrown. And I also want to say that the animation team did a great job at capturing the highs and lows of the boxing world, which is another reason why this anime really stands out. The attention to detail in every scene is insanely good, with each boxing scene being nearly realistic, keeping you on the edge of your seat as you watch Ippo take on his opponents. It honestly almost feels like you're watching a real boxing match, and I think that's another reason why I love this anime so much. As a kid, I always wanted to get into boxing, so I would watch fights and even movies and shows about boxing. Heck, I grew up playing playing Punch-Out on the Wii. So I think that every time I watch this anime, it just brings me back to the good old days. The days when I was just a kid who enjoyed boxing. Now then, if you haven't watched Hajime no Ippo yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. Because like I said, it's more than just a boxing anime. It's an inspiring story about growth, perseverance, and chasing your dreams. So whether you love intense fight scenes or stories about character development, Hajime no Ippo's got it covered. Now before I go, let me know your guys' take on Hajime no Ippo in the comments, as I'm curious to see if you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And again, 89% of you guys are not subscribed, so subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, as it lets me know if you guys enjoyed this content. Anyways, that's it. Peace.